Hello YouTube. Today we're not going to be talking about this car much. We're just going to be talking about clutch kits because, well, we can't make cool videos yet since this thing doesn't run. So all I can really do is show you parts, what you should buy, what you shouldn't, what works, what doesn't. Might give a couple updates on it, like the regulator and stuff's mounted where I said I was probably going to end up putting it. A lot of the lines are made, the Y fitting and stuff, and pretty well just waiting for the spacer for my intake manifold, and I got to put the transmission on it because it's getting a new clutch, which that's what we're here for today. I wish I could talk about this, but this is a car channel, so instead we're going to talk about clutches. eBay clutches, which goes by Clutch Max. These kits are fine, they're great. The ones that you see split in half and welding transmissions on are people who just don't know how to install a clutch period and put the plate on backwards, so it doesn't really matter what kit you gave them, they're going to screw it up. So you can't go by that. I've used this kit for 2 years, so I have experience and I can talk about it. So here's my opinion on them. They're awesome for the price. I mean, this kit right here was like almost maybe like $350, $400, and it's a stage 5, and I'm going to try not to say that nasty word again because people who refer car parts as stages are stupid. That's like Focus ST type stuff, so we're going to try to keep that out of here. So we'll refer this as a 5, and we'll refer this as a 6. So the 5 is 2 years old, original flywheel. I had it resurfaced today so I could reuse it. It's actually $300 on its own, so I saved some money there. And the 5 is made out of sintered copper, which is like pressed copper. And I removed it because this throwout bearing went to crap. It was super loud, and they claim to be OEM sacks that come with these. That's a lie. It was at least 2 years ago when I bought this kit because that thing's crap, and I've heard of it happening to other people too. So if you're going to buy this kit, get an OEM one, which I have now for the next kit. I was going to get this resurfaced, but for some reason they didn't do pressure plates. I live in the middle of nowhere, so, and it was kind of starting to wear out here where the throwout bearing pressed on, so I didn't want to worry about it. And this is a new disc. I was actually thinking about running another 5. I actually had this kit because I had to buy this kit for a buddy. Well, he bought the kit, but I installed this kit for a buddy on his ZHP, which was a 6-speed. So the flywheel and stuff and pressure plate works, but the splines are wrong on the 5-speed. So you can actually buy this plate separately with the 6-speed splines. So that's why I'm left with a 5-speed disc here. I was going to use it, but I needed a pressure plate anyways. So I went ahead and spent about $200 on this new kit they released, and they're calling this one a 6. And it's sintered iron, so pressed iron. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Doesn't mean it's good, but I've had good luck with their kits, so I'm kind of excited. It only holds, I think, like 20 more horsepower and torque than the 5 does, but anything helps at this point because I'm not trying to spend $2 grand on a kit yet. I will eventually. I'm pretty sure that this will destroy the transmission anyways. It'll outlive the transmission in torque. I think I'm going to lose a gear before this thing slips because that's about how this felt. And this is an OEM Sachs. Like, this is a real one here. I bought separately on FCP. So that can probably just go straight in the trash, or maybe on a project car or something I don't care much about. Of course, gotta love these. Have tons of these alignment tools. And then a new pressure plate. So this pressure plate in the 6 is the same as the one in the 5. The only thing you're getting when you go to the 6 from the 5 is your disc. It does have some hot spots on it, but you got to think the rating on this is 500 and I was throwing 25 psi at it. I don't know what that is, upper 600s to the wheel maybe. I don't know, I never had it dynoed, possibly even around 700, so it did pretty good. I never noticed it or felt it slip, so it kind of looks a little ugly, but that one looked the same, and they said they didn't have to take much off to clean it up, so held up pretty good. I know a lot of guys that run this kit in drift cars, the 5 or even some that run the 3, the 6-puck kits, and they like them. A lot of turbo cars run these. It's just, if you have the money, go ahead, buy a twin disc, you know, spend $1,000 or more. Obviously, I've spent $1,000 here over the past couple years total, but I've drove the car a lot. It's not like I just got a couple pulls on this clutch or something. It's lived a crap life. But yeah, if you can afford a good clutch kit, go for it. But this is for your normal guy that isn't loaded with money. Get these eBay kits. They're not bad. Just try to install it right. Don't mess up. That's on you. That's not their fault. And yeah, the instructions are crap. All it is like telling you the basics. It's not going to tell you what way anything goes. All right, not much more I can say about clutches. They're not a lot to talk about on that, so we'll go over where I left off in the last video in part 2, just real quick here. So I have the cover on. I have to pin this plug yet, and then plug it in right here to the controller, which is mounted right back here. So fit there pretty good. I actually have rubber underneath of it so that it's not solid mounted to keep it from vibrating so bad. And I'll have it run into a relay, which is controlled by this wire here that runs to a switch up front, so I can just kick my fuel pump on whenever. That's how my old system was. And then this yellow wire here is my signal wire that changes my fuel pump from 50% to 100%, and that'll either go to a throttle position or throttle pedal signal wire or something, and it'll tell my controller when to kick the pump on full blast. So might even go to the diesel valve like I mentioned. That was Jules at B Racing's idea. He wants to try putting this in the tune where he can control that controller from using the diesel valve plug in the tune. So that'll be really cool. What else here? Have a lot going on. Real soon there should be some actual startup videos. I haven't started this thing in a long time. It's kind of sad because it scares me letting the engine sit this long. It's been probably 3 or 4 months, about 3 months. I think I drove it on Christmas. It is a mess in here. I use these vent gauges. So I have an Innovate gauge, and this is a fuel pressure gauge. I just don't have it all together yet. I've been wiring everything up. All right, that's all I got. Not much has changed since last week other than waiting on parts. Hopefully someday I can get like 2 videos out a week instead of 1. I'm just happy to get 1 out a week. Maybe soon when I find a car for this bottom mount build, I could probably put out multiple videos a week. People would like that. It'd be interesting content. Right now I don't have anything that interesting to show you guys. So I'm still recording on this iPhone. My buddy, shout out to Dylan Knable, got me this gimbal actually. I'm really bad at using it. It just makes me mad. So hopefully I can figure out how to use that thing, because we could have some better quality here, because quality isn't on this channel yet. I'm just focusing on, you know, gathering subscribers up and, you know, getting an audience. So it's going well. I said I got 10 subs a day. I'm getting about 25. Past couple days I've got over 70. So it's pretty awesome. It's exciting. You know, it's something to look forward to every day. I'll show you this thing real quick. I'm sure some of you guys know what this is. I'll just show it here at the end of the video. Most people only watch, I think the watch time's like 45% of the video, so hopefully that goes up someday. So half the people are only watching at this point, so we'll just go ahead and show the Banshee some. I've had this for like 6 years or so. Before they were worth a lot of money, and now they're worth a lot, and I can't make myself sell it. So it's about 50-something degrees right now. We'll see if it embarrasses me or not. We'll go ahead and choke it.